for him this. It actually came in a set, but then you can buy the set separately from the side tables as well. So that was super cool. And then his couch was from Akuetteh, and yeah, I think these are just. And then the arts we also got from Akuetteh.
Yeah.
Because what I did with the arts was it was actually my most favorite part of the whole like decor theme in his place. I bought him two identical like art pieces because I wanted something that was so huge and so big that it could ground like his dining area because he didn't want us to get a rug because it didn't fit in his budget and he didn't like feel how necessary it was. So I wanted to get art that was like huge enough to ground the space, but then to get like a huge art that was like that huge, it was gonna cost us a lot. So it cost us way less to actually buy two small ones put together than to actually buy one that was like that big. So what I did was actually flip one on the other side, so it mimicked the look of one like art piece, and that was it. The dining table was actually also from Okadeco. One thing I liked about it is okay, it was actually during a sale that we went there, so we got a lot of things for like a little bit like the pricing was like a little okay for when we got the things for his space. So this dining table you can actually extend and make it longer if you have like more people. And the chairs it came with were like so pretty, so steady, so nice. You can actually like transfer these chairs anywhere in the house. You can take it to the living area, you can take it to your bedroom. And one of the things on the list of stuff that he wanted was an armchair, but it was so hard. Getting an armchair in Ghana is like super hard and is like super, super expensive. So what I did was on the side of the dining table where the art was, I took away the chairs and I told him to because the space was small, so we needed like movement and stuff. So I just made us push the table a little close to the wall, and then we took off those two chairs then and we put those chairs like in the living room. When you look at it, your mind, I'm sure you guys didn't even notice until I told you guys they're wearing like chairs on the other side of
The diary. And well, it's a Monday, and today is the 22nd of November 2021. We're counting the days to the Love FM, Insura FM Habitat Fair. And for a while now, we have spent time on radio to have conversations on everything housing. The last time we met, we talked about building and went through the process of building from the very onset of buying a parcel of land and what goes into the treatment of the land and how to start a project. We have run through almost everything. Last Thursday, when we had that conversation, we ended up at the finishing bit of the house when we got to the kitchen. And I recall vividly what my resource person said, where he mentioned that, listen, if you have a very nice kitchen, you will not even think of buying food from outside. You will not eat from outside. It's arguable though. It's debatable though, because if you have something fresh, you might do it for a few months and after a while, you revert to some other things. But indeed, it is true. If you have the right setup for a kitchen, you enjoy cooking and you enjoy eating as a family there. We still will want to encourage you, no matter who you are, no matter how much you earn, that listen, you can still own your own house. You can still do that. You can still own your own house. Either you build or you buy. Now, on the first day of the conversation, when we talked about, the theme of the Habitat Fair, where we talked about, either to own or to buy, we told you that if you're between the age of, let's say, 20 to 45, you ought to think about building. And if you are beyond age 45, then you should be thinking about buying. We've done so many things just to psych your mind up and get you ready for the Love FM, Insura FM, DBS Habitat Fair. Well, there's a special lady at DBS, Rose is her name. She celebrated her birthday on Saturday. So to you, Rose, I would say good afternoon to you and happy birthday to you as well. I just hope that you're doing the listening. And she's somebody who's sweet let me say bittersweet, because I recall the very first day we met, Rose had a quarrel with me as to why I played a certain, art. But she's such an amazing person. And so Rose Echan Pipra, General Manager, Sales, Marketing, and Customer Service, DBS, I say belated happy birthday to you, all right? So Frank Abaji Dinyansa is with me again in the studios of Love 99.5, and we're going to continue our conversation by way of build-up to the Habitat Fair. And today, we want to continue from where we left off, where, we talked about the kitchen, the finishing, but we got to the kitchen area, and Frank was saying that, let's say if you have a very fine kitchen, you're not even thinking about eating outside. I would argue with him on anything on that very one. Frank, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dave.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, by God's grace. Yourself?
I am well. Only I'm excited about what we are doing on radio, informing people, reaching out to them, letting them know the essence of owning their own houses.
Yeah.
Because I went to church yesterday, like every Sunday I do, and a couple of people walk up to you and they're like, "Chale jamu and chale boy and power." On Sunday I drink course, so you didn't say no more dion, you didn't see you, but more come on here to say the F4 man. I'm saying F4.
Yeah.
With the right plan in place, F4. And so last week when we were about wrapping up, we got to a stage where we were talking about the kitchen.
Yeah.
And the kitchen is one of the most important places in the house, because that's where all the cooking happens. And if you have the right, setup in the kitchen, whether the man or the woman who enters there and wants to cook will feel comfortable to cook. And when it comes to the kitchen, what does it entail? I mean, let's have a bit of a recap. What does it really entail? I mean, is this space we're looking for, or what exactly does it entail?
Okay, let me say good afternoon to our listeners.
And whilst you say good afternoon to them, I'd like to encourage our listeners to, as we've been doing it from the very beginning, we are showing you samples of kitchen, all right? And if you join us on Facebook right now, you see very simple kitchens to very sophisticated kitchens. And so this will give you an idea as to which one you should go for or you can go for. So stay with us on Facebook like we've been doing since last week. LUV 99.5 FM on Facebook, LUV 99.5 FM on Facebook. Join us there and get to see some of these things for your own self. So, Frank, let's talk about a kitchen. And what do you make of this? This one is too simple, isn't it?
Yes. So
it's too simple.
So generally, let me explain what the finishing is about.
Yeah.
You have the interior finishing, the exterior finishing. So what we are talking about is part of the interior finishing.
This one is more like
the part of that fixed part of the house inside where you need to attach certain elements.
Yeah.
So then, even though you have the screeding for the floor, you'd want to attach the floor tiles. So it's a finish.
Okay.
So even though you have screeding for the wall, you'd want to attach either a wallpaper or a paint, which is a finish. So with this one, even though you'd have the kitchen where most people would just want the kitchen sink together with a space for cutting of stuff, then now people would want to attach certain ceramic feel to the finishing, and then that's why you have the marble touch on the, or probably the foam-maker board touch, or different types of it. Some of them are concrete, some of them are wood. Any of them adds some feel to the interior, or probably the kitchen feel as to how people would want it. But with what we are seeing on on Facebook, you can go there and just check for yourself. It's just some wooden partitions that has been done, and then both hanging, others on the ground. Then they've made space for the kitchen cabinets where you would have the wardrobes and all that, and they all come with a different unique touch, either painted or covered with some wall stuff.
This is where I'll come in and interject again and encourage our listeners to join us on Facebook. So this is somebody's kitchen, and this is a kitchen you can also have for yourself. I mean, I love this. I mean, I love this. And there are some kitchens when you get in there, you'll not be able to tell where the refrigerator is from where the oven is,
because of the cabinet and the way they are. So some of them are hidden, others you can just it's shown. So depending on the design you want, I think we would have some of the exhibitors being those into kitchen cabinets and stuff like that.
Okay, so I love this one too. I love the color. I like the color combination. It's simple, but I said kitchen. Well, what do you call it? The space is small, and the whatever is taking all the space.
Yes, but
the cabinet is taking all the space.
Exactly. Depending on that's the size. I think it's the size of the kitchen that had made them do this.
No, but they should have known the size of the kitchen and the
cabinet.
They could
have gone. This is just like the U shape, but they could have gone the L shape without. I don't see the need for the left side though, but from the sink to the window
should we also have
the hanging cabinet is also nice.
Yeah, the hanging cabinet is nice because that one is on the floor.
Exactly.
So at least you can get space. So to my mind, I was thinking that once you have the hanging cabinet, then you could free the space so you have lesser cabinets on the floor area.
Yeah, but again, looking at where the stove and the sink is, it's difficult for them to ignore that, especially either it's electric stove or gas stove. It still has to be on the ground, and you cannot.
It's nice though.
You cannot pair both on one side together with the tap. You understand? And
so for you who's listening to us, maybe you have begun building, you're almost completing your building, you're thinking about what kind of kitchen to have. We're showing you a couple of kitchen, and it's on our Facebook page right now on LUV 99.5 FM. Go on there right now and see things for yourself. And when you get there, like our page, share and also drop comments. Okay, so kids, let's go one step back. Yes. But Frank, why would somebody want to have a flower vase or pot in the kitchen? Kitchen name was
No, but our space is there. It's just for aesthetic purpose.
Oh, you can even
just want to. Put something there for them. Some of
what about having a kitchen stool there? Have a kitchen stool there and sit.
But some people are very much attached to flowers and some nature feel within their
on the counters. On the counters, I can count about 1, 2, 3.
The
flowers.
The kitchen is the office of
the commander in chief.
Exactly. So most of them would prefer these things to what we would. Obviously, we wouldn't need flowers in the kitchen.
So okay, let's move on to the other kitchen. That is spacious, and I love this one.
There's a one-sided. So there's enough space at the other side where the dining set is. So depending on the position, and it depends on the size of your kitchen space too.
Yeah, the size is key.
Most people think that you don't normally go to the kitchen, you understand, so they make it smaller. But I think that depending on the size of your family, if you have a bigger living room, then trust me, you need a quite sizable kitchen.
Okay. Well, so we're building up to the Love FM, Insure FM, DBS Habitat Fair. And we began, some conversations a couple of weeks ago. Last Thursday, we had a conversation on building from scratch to finish. And so we're continuing from that, bit where we talked about a lot of things. And then we landed on the kitchen. And Frank Denyansa says he's into real estate. Actually, he owns Danny Weiss Real Estate. And he says, listen, there are various types and designs of kitchens. So for those of you who would love to have kitchens, this is something you ought to be thinking about. I love this one too.
Yeah, with lots of cabinets.
And I think
has so many.
Yeah, but I think nipa knows when fridge
the size.
The fridge should not be showing like this.
It has to go in a bit just for the entrance to be out.
And listen, all that we're showing you on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, are things that when you come to the Love FM, Insure FM, DBS Habitat Fair, you can have same in your home. All right? You can have these same designs in your home.
Like the microwave and the oven.
The oven, yeah. They are
but I'm sure because, they finished doing it before the refrigerator came in.
So the kitchen, let's move on from the kitchen and get to, let's say the dining hall. And the dining area is an area that I really fancy a lot. Because,
why?
Because, that is where I do a lot of things.
At the dining hall?
No. The living room.
The living room. Okay.
So it's big.
Okay.
And if you have the right chandeliers or the right lighting and you're sitting in there, it gives you a lot of comfort.
No, see, these days, depending on the sofa set you have, okay, some people would go for the double sofa set, which would have about 7, which is about 14. That's quite a huge, big living room. Then it gives you comfort. Okay, so this design has an upper room. That's why you see the staircase, and it's quite nice though. more modern. Yeah,
I love the setup. I mean, listeners, maybe you're thinking of changing the setup of your living room. That's your hall. Listen, if
and
you
then, trust me, all these are also influenced by the number of kids you have and how
old they are, or how old they are. Oh, but if you have kids,
that is why most people have the double living room. So there's one that anyone can access. Then there's another one specially meant for visitors.
But okay, so
it's big, but depending on the arrangement of the sofa, it is divided into two. So you have the the screen or the screen curtain that is used to divide the living room into two. So you have one side which everybody can access, and the other side which is mainly for special or probably visitors.
So you can have this setting, and it's simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think this one is expensive
no.
It's not expensive. It's very simple, very, very simple, very, very nice. And listen, even if you're a young man who just began work, check out our Facebook page right now. We're streaming live there, and see the living room and the setup that there is there. And I like the pictures, the paintwork there, the artwork, let me put it out with the artwork there. It gives a lot of color, to the living room as well. And like I said a while ago, I love my living room. And so I make sure that I have everything that I need to have in there. Everything in there, and you feel very cozy. This one I said,
this is quite a simple, but looking at the sofa, it looks more of an old-fashioned, one of some for the retired group. You understand? They mostly go for
these ones.
Yeah, these simple.
So tell me this,
wooden touch.
Frank. So we know. Okay, so and this is quite nice as well. Very spacious.
Yeah,
very spacious.
This I think it's more like a showroom.
A showroom.
Yes, it's giving us different sofa sets.
What you can have for a setup. What you can have for a setup. And I like the center table there, the glass center table there.
Okay.
I love it. I love it very much. And so, listen, all these guys are going to be there. I mean, people who have these things will be there at the Love FM Habitat Fair. And for you to appreciate what it is we're talking about, we just want you to join us on Facebook, LUV 99.5 FM on Facebook, and see what we're showing you. And like I keep saying, these are some of the things when you come to the exhibition, when you come to the fair, you will be seeing. You'll be seeing these things. Again, I love this furniture set. I love this living room. Very simple, but very nice.
Yeah.
All right, so enough for the living room. And one other important area is the bedroom. But the bedroom, because again, you can have a mini living room there of a sort.
Of course.
So you can have some furniture there. You have some radio set. You have some television.
Yeah.
And so tell us about the bedroom. And I know that, for example, there are a lot of people who are coming. Can I mention names? A lot of people are coming. A lot of people have shown interest. They'll be there, and they'll be showcasing what they also have. They'll be exhibiting the kind of things that they have. At their showrooms. They're bringing some to the grounds, and I'd love for you to be there and see things for yourself. And if need be, maybe you want to change your bedroom setup, you can easily do so. So let's talk about the bedroom.
Yeah, so the bedroom is what we call the principal area. Okay, that is the key area. And in valuation, that is the area that attracts the most value. Because we believe that you spend your time there, with sleeping, and the number of hours that you spend in your bedroom is more than any other space within the house. And it is always good to note that how important or how accommodating your bedroom has an impact on your life as a person. Okay. So remember the last time I mentioned, the same way I said, if you have such a nice kitchen, you should not be buying food outside. If you come home and you see the setup of your bedroom alone, it shouldn't make you go and spend time outside for anything. In fact, your bed should be your friend. And I always say that those you see loitering around most of the time do not have proper bed laid. So because of that, they don't feel like sleeping. But the setup of your bedroom alone should keep you at home.
Okay.
And I think that not for anything, people would always want to be in the comfort of their bedroom when they have those touches, those stylish touch. The bed you have there, all of those are like. I think we have these exhibitors coming who are into sales of beds and sofas.
A lot of them.
Exactly. So your bed alone, I've seen that type of bed that has a wardrobe under it. You can flip it; it turns upside down. All those ones are features that gives comfort. You understand? The curtain alone, the paint in your room, the floor tiles, everything should have a certain touch. So it is not about money. It's about trying to know what you want and your preferred color. So all those ones contribute to the finishing. And trust me, finishing is just about the aesthetic beauty, the how nice it looks. So if you want to do anything and you would want to make your room accommodating, I mean, that is why people put wallpapers on the background of where their head is on the bed. Others would want to put wallpaper in the whole room. Others would just put it at the ceiling level. Now you have this epoxy 3D epoxy on the floor. People would want any sort of design that they would want to. But trust me, I mean, your bedroom should be your friend. It makes you dream and dream big. And I believe that once you have such a nice setup, you shouldn't be going outside.
Well, I think that one of the key things I would also make a bedroom complete is when you have an air conditioner in there. It's not luxury. It is not luxury.
Yeah, it depends.
It is not luxury. It is not luxury. It is not luxury. It is not luxury, but it gives us a bit of comfort.
After hard days, of course,
tough work.
You just enter your room and
you have a shower.
Like I said, once you enter, you just feel like sleeping.
But is it advisable? Is it advisable to have that setup in the bedroom where you have
small sofa,
the small sofa,
like
and have a television in there? Because I've heard people, for example, say that as a family, you ought to be watching television together, so don't have multiple televisions. But I think that I don't.
Well, it depends. It's debatable because if you are someone who has preference for certain channels, and during the same hour or the same time, your kids or your family are also engaging in watching a different channel. I mean, who said it's not right to have a television in your bedroom?
You want to watch a news file?
Yeah, you can do whatever
watch some
so
cartoon,
that you don't distract. It's not luxury though, but it's a choice. If you think that you have multiple channels and you'd want to watch a preferred one, you should have it. Then about the sofa, to 1 or 2 is not bad. Okay, your bedroom.
Should it be necessarily a sofa? I'm thinking about
it could be a desk. Yes, it could be a mini desk or probably a sofa with a center table, of which you know that we I mean, especially the working class, whether the men or women, there are times that they would want to do their own small office in their bedroom and just put something down. I don't think that is wrong.
Okay.
So you could also have that setting and nothing stops it. You understand? The other ones of multiple television sets in the room, that one I can be against, because I feel that, like you mentioned, as a family man, you have to be there. But if for the master bedroom, you have that alone, I don't think it's a problem.
Okay. In case you just tuned in, this is Love 99.5 and you're listening to The Diary. Our conversation is centered on...
And this setting is mostly, sorry to
for a hotel?
Yes, for
the hotel.
For the hotels and guest houses, mostly.
But trust me, there are a few homes that you'd have such, setting as well. Yeah, there are a few homes you have such setting there. And what I was trying to put across is the fact that on the 3rd to the 5th of December, we'll bring it to the Love FM in Shry FM DBS Habitat Fair, where we're going to be exhibiting everything housing, everything home, and would love for you to pass through. If you're somebody who's just about to buy a land and you're wondering where to go get a litigation-free land, we have some available for you. You have started the foundation work, you're getting to the lintel area, or maybe you've done the trusses work or the woodwork framework, you're looking for roofing sheets to buy. Our headlight sponsor, DBS, would make sure that you get all that. And then when it comes to tiling and all, we have so many people who will be exhibiting all kinds of tiles. A lot of things are going to be exhibited. So when you join us, trust me, you will really, really, really enjoy yourself at the Love FM in Shry FM DBS Habitat Fair. So since last week, we've been trying to build our own houses, on air. And right now we just finished talking about the bedroom. Now, one area that we haven't talked about much, Frank, is the washroom area, the bathroom area.
Sure.
I recall when I was young and, we heard that, could they do jacuzzi? The Rollinses, I don't know whether you recall.
Yeah, I remember.
Nana could do baths in a jacuzzi.
We have the ceramic, we have the plastic. There are plenty. Bath towels and all that. I think that Yes, it's also one area that, I mean, the washroom. That's we call the sanitary area. So it is one area that you would have that ceramic touch. So depending on how you want it, depending on how you would want to, there are some bath taps that are enclosed. Okay. There are even some with Bluetooth speakers, depending on how you want it. Like I said,
Bluetooth
yes,
speakers.
they have it. Even the shower pattern has designs. So there are ones that falls like a star shape. Then there's one that is round. There's oval. There's one that you call it the rain. So that the whole ceiling of your washroom falls like it's raining. You understand? So depending on,
and of course on Facebook we're showing
you like it.
We're showing some of those, and I love the closet there. The one to the right, the hanging closet. I like that one as well. And for those of you who have gotten to that stage in the building where you are looking for the sanitary stuff to buy, the jacuzzis or let's say the WCs, and one thing that most of us don't often go in for is the bidets. I don't know why many people don't do the bidets, because the bidets would enable you not waste too much water. But in many homes, for people who are building, you realize that what they're going for is the main WC, that's the water closet. So they pee in there and then they flush. They pee in there and they flush. And you waste a lot of water. But if you have the bidets just takes very little water. I'm wondering how come people don't use the bidets and all that.
No, it's all. I'm sure it's more of an education, and then because of the market for the normal WCs, people would want few companies do the importation of these bidets because most of them do prefer the WC. And I think that once would come to that, because there's another portion where, because of wasting of water, they would go into an education of rainwater harvesting. Because I've been advising that just make space around your house so that you could accumulate the rainwater that comes.
What about the kind of what do you call it? The septic tank that you have. So you don't use water.
So the water can still recirculate and come back into the house after it has rained. And it's something that we need to educate people on. I think CSIR and Co are trying to, but when you go to Turkey, it's a whole business that you harvest rain. But in Ghana, we just allow it, and then it floods the whole area. How
big should that sanitary area be? The bathroom area? How big should it be?
That one, David, depends. The normal size that we use is just by the 1 meter by 1 meter with a small washroom. But depending on your choice, okay, we don't really have. It has to be standard, and the standard is.
And should it be such that you have? Sorry to cutting. Should it be that you have everything in there? For example, so the
basic thing is the bathtub in which you bath, and
have you been to some homes where the let's say the bath is there, the WC is in there, the what do you call it? The sink is also in there, so all in one place. So if one person goes in, then also two more and one, I don't know.
Others have
the view that why don't you separate them? So you have the sink area here, you have the bathroom here, you have the washroom here. So even when one is bathing,
so if it wasn't those times, okay, what I mean by those times, about 10 years ago,
another nice one.
It was the ceramic materials were quite expensive, but these days we still have the WCs that are made of plastic. We have the water tanks that are made of plastic, even the kitchen sink that are made of plastic. That is easier to fix. But those times, because of course, they'll put all of them in one. But these days, we are doing it in such a way that every room would have a sanitary area or a washroom for itself, or maybe 2 rooms sharing one washroom, which would eliminate that issue of one has to wait until the other, because time is not on our side. And I feel that now people are getting to understand why the necessity of the sanitary area. You cannot, even these days, at the living room, you have to make provision for visitors to be able to use the sanitary area, which is different from the one being used by the household. Exactly. So people will just have to understand that we inculcate all this into the design we do for you before the construction process. Yes, the only one. The only one.
So you're in there, somebody's knocking on the door, or maybe you're taking a shower and somebody's also doing his own business on the side. But again, when you come and you meet with the experts, they will speak to you and inform and educate you so you make the right choices.
You know, there's a certain design in Japan. I should have given it to you. In Japan, where they fixed the sink to the WC itself. Okay, so then when you wash your hand, that water does not go waste. It stays in the WC tank, and then when you flush it comes exactly. So they are also conserving water by using.
But unfortunately, we're not thinking much about conservation of water.
We have to, because it will get to a certain point that we'll start complaining.
All right, so those are some of the things we've shown you when it comes to the sanitary area or the bathroom area. We've done the kitchen today. We've done the hall area. One other key area that is of concern to me has to do with security. And there are a lot of security guys, companies that are joining us between the 3rd and the 5th of December. And they will be showcasing or exhibiting security stuff. So from cameras and all that. There are some cameras that have motion sensors on them. And there are some cameras where even wherever you are in the world, I'm not going to say even Ghana or at work, wherever you are in the world, you would be able to monitor what is going on in your home. Yeah. So Frank, let's talk about security, because it's one of the most important things right now because of the robberies and the killings and all that. Let's take it from the outside to the inside, where there are people who will put, what do you call it,
which one, the CCTV?
No, the CCTV. I'm talking about this thing we put on the wall. The name just escaped me.
The barbed wires.
The barbed wires, the electric fencing, and those ones. Okay. Electric fencing, the barbed wires and all that. Let's take it from there. I've heard some people say, for example, that we don't have to really go for the barbed wires. Okay. And that they are not too safe.
Okay.
I might say what they said to me, but I don't know whether I'll be giving information to the thieves. Yes, someone to the mattress to
nice. I mean, but the electric one too, you can still do that.
But that one will sound an alarm.
No, when you cross it, there wouldn't be any alarm. It doesn't signal crossing.
No, what I'm talking about.
You understand? When you touch it.
When you put the mattress on it, the other one, it has sharp edges.
Sharp edges.
So I'm told when you put the mattress on it, you can just roll over and get to the compound.
Oh, okay. I thought they were putting the mattress rather at the back of the fence. No. They would do like the poll voting.
No. They put it on the barbed wire
so that they wouldn't be cut. Okay.
By the barbed wire.
Okay. I get it.
So they put it on it. But with the electric fence, at least it was an alarm.
Yeah, but even these days they still put, even with the barbed wires, you can still put the electric alarm system of the electric wire, just one, in the middle of the barbed wires. Okay, which will still give you the same effect and still electrify the barbed wires itself, even though it's not the electric fencing. So they do that one. Then they do the one with the olden days, they were using the one with the
bottles, broken bottles. And then we went to metallic thing after the bottles.
metal one is there. When you go to Ashtown, I think our house still has it. And it's so interesting. But they were thinking security then, and we are still doing it now because people would have to... we have still the bad nuts around.
But isn't this wall too long?
It's too long. And I've said that the space that they've created in there, that designed space in between the lights, you should have balustrades there, which can be seen through. So I'm still advocating for the seen-through fence walls, which is okay because you get to know what is happening in the house at any point in time. Most of these ones were used for the industries, and from what we are seeing now, this is clearly like for a warehouse. You understand? So you don't go and see this and say you want this in your house for residential purpose. This is for commercial warehousing, where they pack goods and materials for whatever reason they would want to. But that is why the electric fence is that tall on the fence wall itself, which is also tall. But let's go for the see-through type of fence walls, and the metal gates are also one. Most of them still electrify the metal gates, and then they have times where they on it and off it. I know some houses by 10 p.m. it's on, then by as early as 6 a.m. it's off, just to prevent shocking and all that.
Yeah, but I'm sure that it also has battery levels that will give you some bit of time, because in this day and age where we're still having pockets of outages.
You mean the battery for the electric?
Yes, the sounding of our alarm and all that.
Yeah, the alarm fine, but the electric itself, because of the voltage, you cannot have a backup battery like the solar system. It wouldn't work because it needs that high voltage power to power the fence or the electric fence.
But can it charge? So that even when
I'm yet to see that. I don't think so.
I need to find out. I need to find out
because
there's
a backup battery that would prevent or probably last.
I have heard people, for example, say that it can last for like 8 hours.
Okay.
5 hours. So once it's it's charged and it's on with an outage, you still have some security. Yeah. Fine. So in all this, for those of you who do not know like me, we'll all be finding out, at the Love FM, Insure FM, DBS, Habitat Fair is on the 3rd to the 5th of December. Don't miss it for anything. Yeah.
Let's now. And I also say that the best form of security is the open space.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Yeah, so those days we were having communities where each and everyone was a keeper for the other. Mm-hmm. But these days we are being so selfish. We want to put up, fence walls that are that high to cover your house. And I've advised that if you think you have enough that you are covering, just look at the banking halls. They keep all your money, but their fence walls are short. You understand? So it's just so that when there's any attack, anybody can see what is happening there.
Yeah.
So let's advise people to also do that. Then the community itself can engage watchdog committees or just to the Ghana Police Service and engage them on protecting your area for you as a community. You can also form the landlords association or whatever just to also protect your area.
Well, again, I know that there are some gates this time around. You don't get out of your gate. And some time ago, I said this on radio, and a police commander called me and had issues with me. So you have a gate, you can roll it. You can roll the gates open.
Have the sliding, the one.
But this time around, they have automated ones where they have sensors.
Yeah, sensors.
So your vehicle gets close to it, or even have a remote from a distance. Yeah. You can just,
So when the person knows you are coming, then before you get to the gate, they identify your vehicle and then they open it for you.
Yeah, and even if you have the remote in your car,
you can also do it on your own.
Yes, you can open your gate yourself, get in there and close your gate. And of course, if you have a garage, you can do same to it and all that.
Yeah, it's quite important because depending on people attack for we have criminals. So you are getting home late and your people are sleeping, you expect someone to come, maybe your wife or your child, to come and open the gate around 10, 11 p.m. It's dangerous. So when you have such automated gates and you have the remote with you, before you get to your gate, you just open and just.
And again, they have batteries that can last for a duration.
Yes.
I recall some years ago when Doomsaw was really rife.
Yeah.
And I had to work at night. And when I got home, we had Doomsaw. The whole area was in total darkness. You know my area, New Side.
I know, yeah.
Total darkness. and I was calling home for them to open the gate. Nobody was picking up the call. So to get out of the car, open the gate, get out again, close the gate. Yeah. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
So I was like, shall me hear the way. So some of these things are not luxury. They are necessities.
For security.
They are necessities. And again, they are not expensive. They are very, very, very affordable. And some of the companies that are coming for the fair will have some of these things to show them to you. So be there 3rd to 5th of December. Be a part of the Love FM, Insure FM, DBS Habitat Fair. You'll be glad you did. At this point in time, we're going to take a break, and when we return, we're talking some more. Please stay with us.
Mami money ejuma udan ya ye fe mira me da say na esomo ye no na aka o I know de anyine ho mami aha dan ya ya boso fefefe nyina eye donima say complex ahunu say etoda enua ye de boya dan so no eta hunu anase mpo emuta kokko eba sa na dan ne nyunu enti o de DSL alloying steel trusses enadia ye de go dan so aba eda bia utumi di go so efo ena enwe na achen enti say o de DSL alloying steel trusses a good dance via now the Donima NMK premium roofing sheets and chancing a boswaka home. Oh, nature's a humanist na NMK premium roofing sheets and chancing a Donima diabe. Yo mahudo, yo NMK lawn span, allozing and the governance, IBR and NMK nails. Emupianso, Saunisika, Donima, Emotrian kakran kakra. When your latest producer, Donima diaba, Abeka dadane. Entimen kwahe. Kwasafu YF Johnson, Obenjiari, Anafre 0244 126625 and 0540 101 555 certified Donima Steel Complex. Babia at the power F1.
Hip, hip, hip. Thank you. For my 62nd birthday, my wife and I will be traveling for our second honeymoon to Dubai. I have also decided to pay all my grandchildren's fee for the next academic year. In fact, prepare another cow and let the party continue.
What a party. Isn't Mr. Blagoji a pensioner? Yes, so where did he get all the money to do all that?
I heard it's because of New Generation Investment Services. They took care of his pension funds. I hear they also started the NGISM fund, which allows them to grow their investment and create wealth. They also have the Naso Mutual Fund, which I intend to sign on so I can sow today and reap tomorrow.
Don't be left out. Visit NGIS today at the first floor Kokobo Jubilee House, Adum Kumasi, and the first floor Abusma Kutre House near Coco House, Sunyani, or visit www.ngis-group.com. New Generation Investment Services, achieving excellent returns on your investment.
Hey, Linda, long time, oh.
Yes, so.
Hey, but wait, oh, Linda, did you win the lottery? I mean, look at your room, your TV, your sound system, your fridge. Hey.
Oh, they are nice, eh? All from Kennedy Digital Satellite. They also sell appliances like air conditioners, televisions, tabletop fridges, and freezers from 100 to 900 liters, commercial fufu machines, home theaters, etc.
Wow.
In addition, government workers who receive their salary through the Controller and Accountant General's Department and still have their affordability package active can come to Kennedy Digital Satellite and get any appliance of their choice with flexible payment terms. You can locate Kennedy Digital Satellite in Accra at Wager, just at the old barrier traffic light, and in Kumasi at Edum near Boss FM and along the Patasi Main Street near the police depot. Those in Accra can call 0243 074 750 and in Kumasi reach them on 0207 653031.
Kennedy Digital Satellite, where quality sells cheap.
Take a break from life and chores to relax and rehydrate. Freshen up throughout your day with the refreshing goodness of Voltic Natural Mineral Water, sourced from the heart of Ghana for true and safe refreshment.
Voltic, naturally, a product of the Coca-Cola Company. This advert is FDA approved.
When you fall pregnant, it's like there are a million stretch mark products to choose from, but you trust other mothers. That's how I discovered Bio Oil, and I'm still using it every day.
Bio Oil helps improve the appearance of scars, stretch marks, and even skin tone. Available at pharmacies and selected retailers.
Solely imported and distributed by MS Chemists.
So we're back and we've got some 17 more minutes to go. It's 2:43, so 17 minutes to 3. And we're still building up to the Love FM, Insure FM, DBS Habitat Fair. And if you stay with us, if you join us on Facebook, I'm sure that you've seen so many things of interest. I still like the numbers who are watching us on Facebook, but please don't just watch us. Drop comments as well. Ask questions.
Yeah.
Ask questions. Now, like we keep saying, Frank Abayu himself is into real estate, so he understands the building stuff. So ask questions and get the right answers, all right? Get all the answers you're looking for. Now, our building is complete. We have our gates, we have our walls, we have our security, we have everything. Let's now talk a bit about the CCTV cameras. And I know that in this day and age, we have so many CCTV cameras that have motion sensors and can be, aside from that, you can monitor them as to whatever's happening in your home, wherever you are. And I keep emphasizing that they are not expensive.
Yeah.
If you plan well enough for them, if you strategize adequately for them, you'll be able to afford them. You can have them in your home. So let's talk about the CCTV cameras, because they play a critical role when it comes to security.
Yeah, I remember somewhere around, is it 2006, 2007? I was in just this single room at Onsu somewhere when I was in KUST. So I went to Dubai and just bought one. Okay, they had camera. This one camera. It was a motion sensor. So once I fixed it in front of my corridor, okay, and anyone who passes, it just moves and the light blinks and they feel that I had set people up in the house. But you see, it was providing some sort of security that even I didn't know, but I just felt like buying it at that time. And if they've been there till now, it's become a necessity. People you are protecting your interest. You are protecting what you've used money for. And I believe that if you've been able to build a house,
and even your life itself,
yes, don't be so stingy and not protecting whatever you value. You understand? So I think that it is that part of the security, and I have a different approach to security as a person. Like I said, I do. You have dogs, I have dogs. They are there in their numbers.
I don't have dogs.
Okay.
I have crazy, stupid dogs. Dogs.
So to me, even with the electric fencing, I do police dogs as well. So depending on whichever area you come, that's it. But if you can't do pets like us, just go for the CCTV cameras. The one with they have the wireless one, the internet one, where you can access any angle of the camera from your phone when you are not at home. And I believe that when you come to the fair, you meet these experts who sell these cameras. Most of them are available.
Most definitely.
You can have some in your corridors, out house, either in whichever side of the bedroom that you would want to watch, the kitchen area, maybe the kids' room, just to monitor what they are doing within a certain time within the house, just to be able to also have, I mean, your house
It even helps you when you have a baby and you have a house help who might be molesting or assaulting your children or your child. The CCTV camera can help you many ways. But for me, I will be talking about the outside.
The outside, they have the video doorbell and all that. The video doorbells where you get to know who is coming into the house at any point in time. Those even passing, if you want to view within a certain period of time. All those ones are part of it, and they all provide security as well.
And indeed, they record for you, so you can play back at your own time.
At your own time.
Your own convenience, and watch them. And so, listen, be a part of the Love FM Habitat Fair, and let's benefit and gain together. We're still live on Facebook, on LUV 99.5 FM on Facebook. Kate, let's show our listeners, our viewers actually on Facebook, some of the CCTV cameras and the magic that they're doing for many homes. I think that one of these days we also need to, have a dog show.
A dog
show.
Just so they see
the dogs that people have. And then we
course.
can even, have it such that people can buy different kinds of dogs.
I have the Boa, I have the German Shepherd. I'm looking for
German Shepherd,
Neapolitan.
German Shepherds are too noisy. They back at anything.
Yes, well, they are cool.
Babus are my favorite. Babus are my favorite. They are guard dogs. They're security dogs. They're great dogs. All right, so listen, as you watch us on Facebook, if you have any question about housing, you have any question about the fair that you'd like for us to give you responses to, feel free and drop those comments there or ask those questions there. We shall reach out to them and give you answers. Okay, let's do that right now.
One of the main reasons for the fair is also that you need to buy quality so it will last long.
Indeed.
And then save money in a longer period.
Indeed.
In terms of maintenance. And all these things we are talking about is money. Once you have been able to put up the house with all these finishes we talked about, if they are not of good quality, it will take you a few years to still use money to purchase these materials. But buy quality and then save yourself some duration of years before maintenance. Because we in the building industry, believe that the lifespan of the house starts dying when the foundation is cast. So the moment, even after building or completing a building that you call brand new, if you call me to come and value the building, I'll value it at a depreciation rate of about 3 to 5%.
Why?
So yes, because the foundation took some time. The duration of the concrete starts expiring from the day that you put it on the ground. Yes, so you cannot say your building is fairly new and that when you are valuing it's 0% depreciation. No, it has a certain figure. So no matter how you do it, maintenance is key.
And unfortunately for us, many of us do not consider maintenance as being key.
Yeah, it's key.
We put up the house and that's about it.
It's key.
So you painted from some 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You have not painted again.
Yeah.
You fix some wires. The wires that you used 25, 30 years down the line.
Sockets, you need to check on them.
You have not checked on the sockets.
Basis.
You're not checking on the wiring.
Yeah.
And some of these things, if not taken care of well enough, could cause fire outbreaks.
Yes, and every input supply material in the house has a lifespan. If you don't know, then we are telling you every input, including the floor tiles that you're working on. If you know most of the ones used for the institutions, like it gets to a certain duration, it starts moving up and down, making a whole lot of noise.
There are particular ones from some particular countries.
Yes, but these days we don't use the tile cement. Okay, we use the grout. It's a chemical. You just apply it and put it down. It fixed very well. So if you don't know the right material, then it means that within a short period you will still be using money to do.
Buy the tile cement is the best.
You understand?
Buy the tile cement is the best. On Facebook we have Mary Okine. She says, "Wow, it's beautiful." I don't know what you saw, which ones you saw on Facebook that is beautiful that you are, appreciating. Star Voice on Facebook says, "Can you discuss appropriate colors for the various units in the house, like the best color for, let's say, a bedroom, the living room, the kids' room, stuff like that?"
Well, specifically, we cannot say color. This is good, but I believe that if you are going to sleep, then a mild color would make you sleep more.
Bedroom would always
we have hot colors and all that. Then check the color of your the favorite colors of your family, your kids, your wife. They would have preferred colors, so you don't go and put a different color in your kids' room and they will be complaining. Ask them if you think you can design their bed positions to suit the color that they want.
Well, do
it for them.
Let me just chip in.
People have artworks and all that. Do it for them.
A lot of people do a lot of artworks in there. And again, they will tell you that depending on the kind of child or children you have. If you have girls, then you have
girls have their preferred colors.
The pink, mild pink and whatever pink.
Yeah.
If it's boys, you have some blue and some white combinations in there. If you have both sexes, then do one part of the wall pink, the other side blue, but do it in such a way that they match and blend beautifully in there.
Yeah. And if you ask me, you know the topaz beige? You don't know beige?
I know beige. I know
the
beige color. I know beige color.
Just like my vehicle. That is my favorite color.
Oh, okay.
And so when you came to the office, you saw the curtains, the floor. Yes. So it goes like it looks like the cream, like the brown combination with a bit of dirty white. So depending on the various colors of your family members, you can decide to give every room that touch.
On Thursday, on the same platform, we'll be having a conversation again on the Habitat Fair. But on Thursday, we want you to bring every question you have about housing in there, and we'll respond to it for you. Everything about housing. We'll activate the phone lines on Thursday. So join us. For the purposes of this conversation, we're just building up to the event. And that's why we say stay with us on Facebook and drop your comments or your questions there, and we'll get your responses. So we've talked about so many things. Yeah. The fair, like we keep saying, is going to happen on the 3rd, is ending on the 5th. And for those of you who will be joining us at the Kumasi City Mall, it's going to be an amazing 3 days of everything housing. So be a part of this event. Now, the exciting thing about this event is the fact that you're going to have, quality. Quality will not be compromised in any way. Quality of products will not be compromised in any way. And we're also giving you some discounts on all the things that will be exhibited. You'll be having discounts on all of them. And then you have expert advice, which of course is very important. Expert advice when you join us there. Let me share some information with you as we are just about to wrap up. Now, for the past decade, New Generation Investment Services Limited, a leading investment banking firm, has guided thousands of institutional and retail investors to make millions in secured portfolio investments. They offer and manage investments such as the Enidaso Mutual Fund, the NGIS Money Market Fund, and private funds. They assist with pension planning and manage Tier 2 and Tier 3 pensions. Now, they are the managers for Enidaso Mutual Fund, which, of course, they say sow today and reap tomorrow. They also are into the NGISM Fund, which, of course, is invest for wealth creation. Now, whatever your investment goals and aspirations are, talk to their seasoned investment advisors, and they would structure an investment portfolio just for you. New Generation Investment Services is licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission and the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. Call them today on 03220-91608 or 0352197482. You can visit their offices today at the first floor, Kokobot Jubilee House, Edum Kumasi, and also on the first floor, Akuetteh House near Cocoa House in Sunyani, or visit www.ngis-group.com. New Generation Investment Services, achieving excellent returns on your investment. All right, so let's take a trip to Kennedy Digital. and Christmas has come early at Kennedy Digital. There's a promotion that is running. So when you get to Kennedy Digital Satellite right now, and you want to buy, let's say, a 32-inch television, it would have been sold to you at 850 Ghana cedis. 850 Ghana cedis. But because Christmas is around the corner and Uncle Ken wants to show you some love, it is going for 749 Ghana cedis. 749 Ghana cedis. But please note that this promotion ends after Christmas. So after Christmas, when you go and say you want to buy it at 749, they'll tell you no. Back to 850 or even more. Again, buy air conditioner, 1.5 horsepower. And you get a ceiling fan for free. If you buy deep freezers from 500 liters to 900 liters, you get ceiling fans for free. If you buy televisions from 50 inches up to 75 inches, you also get a ceiling fan for free. That is all happening at Kennedy Digital Satellite. They have commercial fufu machines available. Domestic fufu machines are available. Popcorn machines, sewing machines, industrial sewing machines, double door refrigerators, showcase refrigerators, tabletop refrigerators are all available at Kennedy Digital Satellite. They also have washing machines from 7 kg up to 12 kg. They have gas cookers from 4 burners up to 6 burners. They have stoves, 2 burners and 3 burners. They have microwaves, kettles, blenders, irons, stabilizers, and all kinds of decoders. Now, all government workers under the Controller and Accountant General's Department should visit their showrooms for a suitable payment plan for all items purchased. So if you go to them right now, you can say, well, I want a television, I want an air conditioner, I want a washing machine. And then they will give it to you. And then you pay in installments because you are paid through the Controller and Accountant General's Department. How about that? Here in Kumasi, you can find them in Idum. They are in the Family Plaza building, first floor. Also, when you go to Patasi Kennedy Junction, you can find them in the Adom House building, first floor. You can call them here in Kumasi on 0244 385128, 0244 385128, or 020 76533031. In Accra, they are there as well. You can find them at Wager Old Barrier Traffic Light. Call them in Accra on 0244 385 136. And that is Kennedy Digital for you. So as we wrap up our conversation this afternoon, I would ask Frank Abajide Nyansa to just... He has been with us from day one of the Habitat Fair. This is about the 4th edition we're going to have come the 3rd to the 5th. So he understands what we do there. Frank, I want you and an ambassador, yourself and Erastus, you're ambassadors, and me too, I'm an ambassador. What would you want to say to people who have never, ever visited any of the Love FM Habitat Fairs?
Well, I would just want to encourage them and then let them understand that it is a place that you get everything housing. Think about building, and the Habitat Fair should come to mind. So we would encourage them to visit us this time around to just have an education on how to even start their own houses from the land acquisition, because I know that we are talking to people, especially chiefs, who have also shown interest and coming to
and people who have even
give
bought
their
lands
or probably parade their lands.
People have bought lands and are selling them.
Yes,
you can come and meet
so
them as well.
Just come around with the right guidance, with the right people. You get to understand why the Habitat Fair has always been the Habitat Fair. And trust me, it's a one-stop shop for anything housing in Ghana at this time.
And you know that we're still not in normal times. We still have COVID with us. And so we're doing it in an open space at the Kumasi City Mall. So when you come to the Kumasi City Mall, it's an open space, it's airy. And so you can walk through the stands and engage with all the exhibitors. Trust me, you would love to do this. You would love to be a part of this because... if
you have a problem, you are facing challenges with your building, whatever difficulty you have, just come and just seek consultancy from us.
All right. And again, we've been telling you about the discounts that you're going to be enjoying. Don't toy with it. Listen, it could be that you just want to do some changes even in your home as Christmas beckons. So when you come there and then you see all these people who have the finishing stuff, for the rooms, the chandeliers, all the lighting systems, all the things that matter when it comes to housing.
The financing, I think most civil servants were calling me on whether they will get right packages to contribute in bids for land acquisition and the building. So you are the reason why we are doing the fair. We encourage them, nurses, teachers, the security personnel, police officers. We need you at the fair. Just come and have a solution to your housing need.
By all means. And thank you very much, Frank Abajide Nyansa, for your time. It's our time for some BBC News. And then DJ Ruben will take us home safely on Drive Time on Love with some great tunes. Stay with us.